Cześć wszystkim, tu Bartek Klepaczewski, redaktor sportmania.pl. Dzisiaj mamy specjalnego gościa, z którym łączymy się prosto z Brazylii. Jest to zawodnik CSGO reprezentujący barwy Astralis, Lukas gla1ve Rossander. Hi Lucas, how are you?
Hello, I'm feeling really good, thank you. And you?
I'm also very good, thank you. Mostly thanks to that I can talk to you. I want to start by taking you back a few weeks ago to the time when you won the major in Katowice. How did you celebrate after that? Did you take a short break or did you keep on training?
No, actually, we took a short break. I think we had like 5 or 6 days off after the major, just to chill with family, friends, girlfriend, whatever. It was really nice. And yeah, then we started practicing again, and we needed to have a lot of focus about this tournament because you know what teams are coming into this tournament, so you can actually have really good preparation with goals, what maps you're going to play and such.
I actually wanted to ask you about one of your rivals, actually the guys you played in the major final, ENS.
Yeah.
What do you think about their performance in Katowice, and was it just a one-off or can they replicate it?
Actually, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if they're going to be in the next major final, for an example, but I think they have huge potential, huge upset potential, like we saw in Katowice. I think they are a great team, and if you're not playing your A game, you can always lose to these kind of guys. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how they're going to perform at this event, especially because this is just best of ones, and actually they won a lot of best of 3 games at the major. So it's going to be nice to see how they're going to play in best of ones because you have more pressure. Blast Pro Series is another type of format. So yeah, we'll see how they do.
So if not ENS, then who is your biggest rival in Sao Paulo?
Oh, that's a tough question. Like last time we played against Liquid, that was in LA, and we actually lost to them in the final game back then. But they went out to ENS at the major, as I remember. Yeah. So I think I'm looking forward to play against them, and also it's the first match, so it's always exciting to play the first match at a tournament. Also, I'm going to look forward to play against MIBR. I think that's going to be a great game. It's going to be with a huge crowd. With MIBR, it's going to have a lot of crazy fans behind them. So I'm looking forward to that game. I think that's going to be awesome.
You actually answered my next question, so I'm gonna go to even the next one.
Okay.
If you were to compare IEM Katowice Major and Blast Pro Series Sao Paulo, which one do you think? I know you won the first one, but which one should be theoretically harder to win?
Oh, I think in Katowice, the format we played in Katowice actually benefit us a lot because we can actually prepare for our opponents. Of course, we can prepare for our opponents as well at Blast, but if you go into the final, for an example, then you won't have time to prepare for it. So I think the format in Katowice actually benefit us the most. So I think this type of tournament is actually tougher for us to win, but still I'm feeling pretty good because we are also really good at adapting both mid game and in between games as well. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to start playing again, and especially at a Blast tournament. This is the first in 2019, so that's going to be nice.
You actually touched on that before, because I wanted to ask you about the format. It's a lot of best of ones, and my first question is: are you not afraid of the random results and potential upsets? And the second one, because it's getting a lot of mainstream media attention, is it the right way to develop esports presence there?
Yeah, for sure. I think if we take the first questions about the best of ones, it's not like I'm afraid, but you always have that kind of feeling when you're going into playing a best of one that you need to win the pistols. But now they actually changed some of the economy, so now you don't need it as much. But still, of course, it's always great to have a good start in the best of one match. So that's where our preparation will be going a lot. I think in the first few rounds of both sides. I think it's really good to have media exposing as much as you can get. It will evolve esports and will take it to where it actually belongs. And it's rising right now. It's rising in Denmark. It's rising in Brazil. It's rising in. It feels like it's rising in the whole world right now. So I believe that having more media coverage is really important. So more people are going to see it, and even if some people are watching it and they don't understand it, they will still like the more you watch it, the more you will understand it. So yeah, I'm glad that we are already here and that they're broadcasting it to the whole world now.
Okay, you touched a little bit about on the latest update. Do you like the changes they made?
It's a tough question because they keep changing. So I'm not too sure if I like it or not yet. To be honest, I need to see at this tournament how it works, and then we'll see. It has been fine for us in practice, but sometimes it can be tough to like know how much money the opponent has. So yeah, we'll see about that. I think Device, maybe he can help me.
Okay. And going a little bit to the future, what's your opinion on the changes in ESL Pro League system? Now you have a very busy schedule and you'll play extra LAN matches every week.
Yeah, I think it's nice to have a new schedule because I think it's nice to have less online games. So being able to go to Leicester, play some games, and then qualify for LAN finals, or even just play like they did in ECS, where we also just qualified in the first week. I think that's really nice for a team like us. It's of course it's nice if you go through, but if you don't, then you're having a tough time qualifying for such important tournaments. So for us, it's really nice actually. I think because we don't have to mix up our schedule that much because we like to play from in the morning and then into later till the day, like afternoon. So we don't have to play that much in the evening where we can be with family, friends, and girlfriends. Yeah.
That seems nice, like a very nice change. Yeah. I have a question also about because you're so much more effective than other top teams. You're so much more consistent. And is your advantage, do you think, related to like your mental strength and mental fortitude, or is it just that your guys are the best players on the server?
I think it's a combination of both, I guess. I think we have a really good understanding of the game. So I think our talent is really huge. I think, yeah, it's tough to say because we have really good mental strength as well. And we have been working on that. But I still believe that overall we have like the most talented team because we just have a lot of good players and we have a good understanding of how to play the game right now. And that's actually on every map, maybe except Cash sometimes, but we're working on it. But I believe talent is the most important factor. Yeah.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, if I have the timeline not right. You were a very good team. Then you hired a sports psychologist, and in a little while you started winning everything. Is like kinda, I know it's kinda, you answered that a little bit earlier, but was that the defining factor? What made you click, guys? Because you were already very talented before.
So if we go back to when I joined the team, that was in 2016. No, yeah, it was late 2016. I joined the team. Astralis was ranked number 16 in the world. We got me in, and we also got a sports psychologist. So I think combination of these two things actually helped us get through and win some tournaments. Yeah, so I think it's a mix of both things. I think a sports psychology can help every team, especially in the beginning, because then you need some tools to work around. And when you play important games, it's really important to be like in a good mood and don't be too nervous and stuff like that. So sports psychologist is really important. But yeah, I think yeah, that answers the question.
So
but something I want to say, yeah. And then Kerby, he left the team. Actually, we didn't win the tournament for 8 months in a row, I believe, when Kerby was in the team. Then he left, and we got in Magisk, and something actually just clicked back then. I think it was combination because Magisk is a really good player, one of the best players in the world right now. 2 MVP titles in a row in the last 2 tournaments we have been winning. One of the best pistol players in the world, especially with the Glock. and both that, and then we did a lot of changes inside Astralis in early 2018. So yeah, so I think it was once again a combination of a lot of things, but I think Magis was a huge factor why we started to do so well.
Do you feel fulfilled as a player?
Actually, sometimes it can be tough to stay on top, because when you win a lot of tournaments in a row and you start to do really well, the hunger it's kind of disappears sometimes. So you have to like get into yourself and tell yourself that you need to keep performing, but sometimes it can be tough, especially in practice, and you have to be the in-game leader in every practice game and stuff like that. So yeah, we have been working around that, and Sonic is helping me out. So I don't feel fulfilled as a player. I think I can individually, I can really be a lot better than I have been in the last few months. I think I did really well in 2018, but I want to reach another level for myself.